Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we are back again. Your boy, the man, Injured to the City with the number 2 and TO. Let's go on this bus and get there Wednesday. Excuse me for that burp. So, as I was saying in the first video that I had to delete, um, by the way, for all my conservatives out there, really anybody that wants real news, uh, go look up Daisy Cousins, a great conservative news analyst, very lovely. Also, go look up Lauren Chin, aka Roaming Millennial, on Blaze TV, and John Miller. He's very funny on Blaze TV. Um, so on and so on. This is me, your border man, Injured to the City with the number 2 and TL. If no one, once again, knows one of the top things that I really, really love with my Injured to the City News platform, Injured to the City News Company, website, much more. Really just those two, honestly. But my Injured to the City News independent news company, I want to let everybody know that for me, Injured to the City News, once again, is that outlet for the further events of all people in Christ's name. I'm going to be reporting on a lot of stuff. Now, right now, the site is right now deactivated, but it's about to be back up online somewhere within this, year, somewhere within the rest of this year. I want to focus on everything, for kids, young adults, grown ups in their 30s and 40s and etc. You name it. I want to God first focus on anything and everything to help bring us closer together in Christ's name, help enrich our lives through Christ, and so on and so on. I want Injured to the City News. Sorry, Injured to the City News to be a proud staple of news within the community. Like I want my Feminine Heart boutique for all young girls and women out there to be the premier destination for all women's fashion, shoes, and accessories. So those are two things I have right there. Feminine Heart Boutique, if you didn't hear it, and then Injured to the City News. News company, clothing store, so on. Feminine Heart Boutique is the online clothing store that I'm going to start up eventually sometime this 2019. And the fine mission and purpose of that is to continuously help, again, support and encourage and empower all young girls and women out there everywhere to God first, achieve what they got to achieve, go for their dreams, believe that they are unstoppable, invincible, and they can do all things through Christ, which strengthens them. Through the clothes, the shoes, and the accessories of which they wear. That's what Feminine Heart Boutique is, based upon. The Injured to the City News, my independent outlet of real news to give back to the kids, give back to the community, give back to the further events of all people in Christ's name. So on and so on. So to all my niece freshmen out there that might watch this video, hopefully you will watch this video as I continue to keep promoting everything God for women. I say everything so fast sometimes, where at times it's like, what is Nate saying? I say it so fast. Because, like I said, I'm a rapper too, so I'm kind of used to it. Sometimes the words get, you know, bungled up, jungled up, to where it's like, it sounds like I'm mumbling rather than I'm actually saying stuff, but I'm actually saying stuff. It just I might be mumbling while saying it because I'm going so fast. It's like, how do I keep up? Like, my mind's going one direction, my mouth is going another one, to an extent, I guess. But, ladies and gentlemen, to all my niece Panthers out there, regardless of what happened last year, how student happiness went, which took an all-time low from what I know. Again, graduated class of part of 18, and I know from the friends that I have that graduated part of class of 19 this past May, they literally have told me that niece went dope, like this went downhill. When it comes to student happiness and a few other things. I mean, God bless our faculty, staff, our administration, everybody. Some of these things that they're making, some of these measures they're making are definitely for our safety and security, knowing the world we're living in with gun violence. Others, I wouldn't say they're for that at all. Others, I would say they're just for, you know, one's own pride and one's own ego. Or just ego. And so on. That's just my opinion from afar, because I love my school. I love Nice. Nice's family, Nice's home. One of the top things that you all know that I promoted for years. Nice loves you, and so on. A lot of people, like I say, can will look at me very strange, odd, and like, why does he care? Why is this? Why is that? You should be happy that you got an alumni that does care. Trust me, you should be happy because, as I said before, Nice ain't going nowhere. Valley Ridge ain't going nowhere. Palm Valley Academy ain't going nowhere. PV, Ponte Vedra High School, ain't going nowhere. St. John's County School District ain't going nowhere. A lot of our schools are not going anywhere, if not literally all of our schools are not going anywhere anytime soon. So you should be happy that you have an alumni, dedicated alumni, who is absolutely dedicated 110% to helping you enjoy school instead of a God first way each and every day. Because I'm telling you, whether it's before school, after school, during school, you need to learn something about having real school pride for real reasons. That means you actually can take pride in the school you're going to, middle school, high school, not just college. Think about it. I don't understand why. You mean to tell me you're paying all that money, literally scamming yourself to an extent in college, depending on what college you go to and what your major is and whatever else. You're scamming yourself, spending all that money that you should be investing in yourself when it comes to investing in a house and then investing, possibly a new car, but definitely a house and a business. You can, with all the money you spend in college tuition, depending on who you are, literally start thinking to yourself, let me invest this in a house and a small business for myself rather than investing this in college, just so you can get nothing out of college in return, or nothing out of that degree in return. That's not to discredit all colleges, because colleges are colleges. God bless them all, but a lot of them are definitely corrupt and whatever else, or quite a few. I don't really fully know. Actually, I do know. I've read the newspapers and other reports about this college, that college. We've all, pretty sure we've done it. Reading these reports about how these colleges do what they do, stealing money and whatever, I don't know. Well, actually, I do, I just don't know how to fully phrase it, but you get the point. Hopefully, do your own research if you don't. But I want everyone to understand, we have to learn how, we need to. You literally look back at like the last 4 or 5 videos I just posted. We need to start teaching our children how to love school again, if they ever loved it to begin with. Why? Because that's the only way you're going to drive all these negative statistics of anxiety, depression, suicide, and whatever else down. You're never good. Because, again, why do we have middle schoolers vaping? Why do we have high schools vaping? Again, I'm 21 years old, and I can proudly tell you, or if not proudly tell you, just genuinely tell you, really. Because, let's put this comment on G, right? G. Okay, if you're 18 plus, I understand. If you're vaping, smoking weed, whatever. You're 18 plus. Okay? Do I like it? No, I will never stand up for it. But I can understand it because you're 18 plus. Slash, if you're in my case, you're 21. I get it. I don't stand up for it, but I understand it more. At least in a legal form of ways. I understand it. But the problem is, we have middle schoolers smoking, vaping, drinking. We have high schoolers smoking, vaping, drinking. Someone tell me how that exists. Why that exists. You're not cool because you can smoke, vape, and drink. If anything, at least the old classic phrase goes, crack is whack and you're a loser. And what that means, at least for me saying it, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just trying to tell you, God has bigger plans for you. That's all I'm trying to say. God has bigger plans for you, and that's literally the origins of my phrase, God has bigger plans for you. The origins of the phrase was to get kids out of drugs and alcohol. That was the origins of the phrase. But you can also journey into other things of like, again, with your talent and with your whatever else, we're all blessed and gifted. You can journey that, you can put that phrase in so many other aspects of your life and talent and skill. But primarily, the original origins of that phrase was to get kids out of drugs and alcohol. Ladies and gentlemen, I love Nice. Nice is my home, Nice is family. Nice is my home, Nice is my family. Nice is home, Nice is family. Nice loves you. I am your proud ambassador. NJ to the city. God, I love myself. God, I love my title. God, I love my role. God, I love being a role model. God, I love mentoring. Yeah. Hospitality. That's your boy. NJ to the city. With the number 2 and T.O. Let's go. Never forget me and my legacy and my impact. That's just me singing a little bit for you. God, I love blogging. So, now I'm mentioning to this. I love you all very much, and I'm just saying that, I really want you guys to understand this. For better and for worse, you got to stand up for something. You got to believe in something. Better, more, greater today for your better tomorrow. Kids, get out of drugs and alcohol. Kids, get into your Bibles, because this world, you don't know when it's going to end. And I'm telling you, look at your news. Open your ears. The world is very sick. And I mean in the most negative way. Do your research. The world is practically falling apart around you each and every day. You just don't notice it because you're too busy in the next in the next drug and the next vape and the next flavor. pods. Are you kidding me? Jewel pods. Are you kidding me? Guys, dare I say, get a life. And then most importantly, get a life with Christ. Get a life with Jesus. Get a life with God. Because drugs and alcohol vaping will not do anything for you in the long run. If anything, it will continuously help poison you in the long run. Do your research. That's not hard either. Yeah. Niece's home, niece's family, y'all. I mean, I've been speaking to people, and they have their opinions about how this year's going thus far and how last year went. Niece hasn't recovered. I don't understand why. Is it that I mean, I'm telling you, you know, God bless the faculty, staff, and administration, but I just don't get it. How I do believe it was God's plan that I graduated a part of the class 18. I do believe it. Thank God for the entire village of people that helped me get through by curving a few things, obviously, because my IEP, you know, was for that exact reason. That geometry LC screwed me, trust me. I never forget my teacher back then, 2017 school year. She said that everything I turned in was good enough. It really had boosted my grade. Then geometry LC came, failed it, tanked my grade. Thank God that the IEP, and like I said, I'll be open to anybody. I got through an IEP. I'll be honest with anybody. I got through an IEP. You know, and like I said before, but the legacy and impact that I created with that extra year, once again, is very uncanny, and you couldn't have asked for it from a better person than myself. / I don't think anybody else would have done it the way I did it, so God bless. But niece's home, y'all. Niece's family. I'm sorry if it doesn't always feel like that. The same way it might not feel like that with other schools. But I'm always fighting for you. I'm always praying for you. I'm always supporting you and encouraging you. I'm always into getting to know more people, becoming a better people person, you know, doing what I can to, you know, do my ambassador job and get to know more people. I love you all. We are family. And I just know that you guys can do better. We can all do better, and we just got to do better. And a lot of people just have too much pride and ego. That's one of the top problems. Why do people have so much pride and ego? And that doesn't mean I don't have pride and ego. I just know when to have pride and ego. A lot of people, they carry their pride and ego on their sleeves. That's the problem. I don't do that. I carry my humble heart on my sleeves. I carry my professionalism on my sleeves. I carry my love for Jesus on my sleeves. That's what I carry on my sleeves. I don't carry my pride and ego on my sleeves. Or at least sometimes I do. But most of the time, I don't. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everybody, once again, has a great, blessed, get a wonderful Wednesday. By the way, to get into some quick NJ to the City news with sports right quick, because I definitely need to use some of this now freed up phone storage for NJ to the City news with sports. How in God's name did Valley Ridge Academy get literally outscored a combination of 80-something points to 6 with football for these first 2 games this season? Quote me. Come on, my Valley Ridge kids. I know we got better talent than that. I know we have talent. Why are we not putting the pieces together to not get beat down like that? You guys know I love you. Particularly when I went out there that Landrum game last semester. Not last semester, but yeah, 2 semesters ago. Y'all know I love you. You know I support you. So someone tell me, how did Valley Ridge get beat down, outscored an average of 80-something to 6? Guys, we're better than that. We are better than that, Valley Ridge Academy football. Come on, we got to do better than that. We are better than that. We got to get better than that and do better than that. I'm telling you, Valley Ridge Academy, with everything, God first wants to understand on this, we can be the epicenter, if not already the epicenter, of elementary and middle schools in St. Johns County. God bless Palm Valley. They just opened up last year, but again, we're on Valley Ridge right now. Come on, Valley Ridge. You got to do better than that. Sport-wise, come on, we got to do better than that. I love y'all. And that was disappointing to check those scores to see we got blew out twice. The average score was 79, but the total score was in the 80s. We got outscored in the 80s in a combination of both games. And we only scored 6. So I don't get that. I don't get that. I know my Valley Ridge brothers are better than that. I know we have the talent. I just don't know what happened. But yeah, I got more football news to cover. I just wanted to get that out the way. And also how God bless needs football, but we almost beat PV football for the first time ever. I believe so. And almost beat Creekside. We were up like 14 or 20-something points, and we just lost that lead. And he went in overtime. I think they said 3 overtimes. Are you kidding me? Come on, guys. We're better than this. We got to finish the games. Love you. Your boy, man, NJ to the City. Y'all, God bless. NJ to the Citynews.com. God bless.